Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for our next bout of the evening, scheduled for 3 rounds in the featherweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Todd Anderson. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Dexter Valley Tudo, Erik Zane.
Zane is quite the talent. He has been training hard literally since before kindergarten. Lifelong wrestler, been pulling his body up a rope since he was 5 years old. And this is his moment to shine. Like all fighters from Dexter Valley Tudo, he's got one direction, forward.
It is true to what their shirts say. They say fight everyone, and they do.
And now, please welcome fighting out of the red corner, representing Black Wolf Martial Arts, Erik Meyer.
Very intense. It's not an act. He is a really intense individual. As the fight world is just about to find out.
I think we're about to be in for a treat here. Expecting this to be very high pace. I know Erik Zane comes out of a very, very solid wrestling background, too. I believe he's a D2 collegiate wrestler, so high-level wrestling, explosive.
One of the many huge benefits of wrestling is it strengthens the neck more than any other sport, and it makes you a lot harder to knock out. When you're really hard to knock out, you can exchange. You can just bite down your mouthpiece and start throwing big bombs. Confident that if you eat a couple of shots, you're not going to go to sleep. Meyer giving thanks to his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Meyer is so intense an individual. He's going to have to calm himself down a little bit. Nope, no glove touch.
Right to the tape. There's that wrestling background.
Like to see him walk his opponent over to the cage. His wrestling's so good, I don't think his opponent's going to be able to use the cage to stand back up again.
Great takedown.
The advances, though, in standing up in MMA now are just huge over the last decade or so. Harder to keep people down than to take them down.
You know, he's doing a good job getting back to his feet.
He is. Got right to the cage immediately.
It's just how long is he going to be able to keep doing that? Been a mistake rushing him like that. You gave him an opportunity that
got clipped right on the ear.
Yeah, but he got clipped, and then, you know, if you just
circled,
yep, and stayed out of it, he might have, you know, they might have called it. It's an amateur fight. They're going to call it quickly, but he rushed him, and they gave him the opportunity to go right into wrestling.
Erik Meyer's got over a minute now. Going to try and stand up, separate.
Zane did a good job. Zane did a great job of recovering. He got clipped and went to his bread and butter, his wrestling, and got the takedown and cleared the cobwebs and seems to be getting back to work.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a good idea for Meyer to rush him like that. No. I mean, you don't want to get close to him. You're winning the stand-up battle.
I think it's, you know, it's tough to say too when you're in there and you see somebody hurt and you're just like, oh, I hurt him, I clipped him.
Everything's in retrospect.
Yep. Meyer seemed to have a little bit more difficulty getting up this time.
Yeah, he's doing a good job keeping his hips off the ground. Zane is keeping Meyer's hips, controlling his hips, not letting him use the cage or get under hooks. Now he's getting up to his.
That was a very interesting round.
Sure was.
That's a tough one to score.
Yeah,
Yep, right on the ear. You can see in the replay here, clipped him right on the ear.
Zane won the wrestling clearly, but he wasn't doing very much with it. And there's over the last 5 years or so, a refined understanding of grab the roll wrestling in mixed martial arts. You've got to use it to cause some damage. And I'm not sure I saw the damage.
I would give that a 10-9 round for Meyer.
Immediately following the event this evening, once again, the official after party at Comics Roadhouse.
And watching the replay there, he clipped him and he was on a knee, and I think he was expecting Zane to come back up, and he shot for a takedown from the knee. Right there at the level change, that was a smart move by Zane to be able to get his equilibrium back there. Great fight. Great fight. Right back to that double.
Big question now is, can he cause some damage from here? Takedown in and of itself does not mean a lot anymore. There we go. A couple of body shots. It's a start. Rubber guard attempt from bottom.
Yeah, he needs to get to work with causing some damage down there. There he goes.
And we're seeing some body shots, but they typically, in a smothered situation like that, don't count for a lot. Like to see Zane take a little risk, posture back, try and land some big shots.
There we go.
Yeah, starting to get emphatic.
And how long can Meyer keep this up? You know, no one likes, I mean, this is exhausting being down in the bottom like that with a wrestler on top of you.
He's been active the whole time, too.
Yeah.
He's been trying for hand control. He's been scrambling.
One minute remains in the second round of a 3-round amateur bout.
Needs to look for overhooks or get an underhook. Yeah, just hanging on to the head like that isn't going to cut it.
Yeah, Zane pretty much completely smothering his opponent in this second round. Excellent second round for Erik Zane. Very dominating performance that round. Erik Meyer, you can see the disappointment on his face. Nobody wants to spend 5 minutes on their back.
If I were Meyer, I would try and stay on the outside, use my striking to keep my distance, know that he's going to shoot for that double.
He walks straight into it.
He does every time.
He threw the kick and walked straight forwards without throwing punches.
Exactly that. There's no question in my mind. He's got to start circling, striking from the outside.
And he's already hurt him with his
1-2, 1-2.
Yep.
He's just going to get taken down. Be a rinse, repeat.
He lands some good shots, gets excited, and rushes in.
If Erik Meyer goes straight in with those shots, he will get taken down.
Nice right hand by Zane. Nice knee to the body by Meyer. Nice takedown.
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't believe Meyer has the equivalency in wrestling at all that Zane has, you know. His striking is there, but walks straight into every takedown pretty much that he was in today.
He's trying hard to get back up to standing. He's doing what he should do, but he's just got a much, much, much better wrestler on top of him.
But even here, he could be, you know, using his legs to get his hooks in, you know, switching to use some jiu-jitsu to, you know, threaten a sweep and then work his way back up. Get his feet on the hips and kick him off, you know.
Create some space.
Yep, he's just trying to push off and get his hips out from underneath him and, you know, not doing anything to help accomplish that.
Yeah, I've seen him swing his legs up a few times, like he's trying to set up a submission, but when your head's jammed up against the fence, it's nigh on impossible.
There he goes.
Foot's on the hip.
Foot on the hip.
And if you're Zane, this is just where you want to stay. Stay active, throw some punches.
Another rubber guard attempt.
But he is not doing anything with it. It's kind of a fruitless effort. You know, he's just wrapping his arms around his head and keeping him close to him on the bottom. Yeah.
Referee's going to stand him up. Crowd's loving that.
Great call. Minute left in the third. Ooh, nice right hand.
Oh, nice armbar attempts.
Yep. And that is time. Third and final round. Two are embracing center cage. Fight's over, nothing but respect. Wrestlers get criticized in MMA often for wrestling too much, but you know, if opponents don't like it, learn to wrestle.
That worked for Zane. Every single time he was losing the exchanges on the feet, he got clipped good a couple times, and every single time that double leg takedown was there for him.
Yep.
And I believe it won him the fight. Meyer did a great job.
Yeah, Meyer's got kind of shockingly heavy hands.
A lot of power.
He did a great job in the beginning of staying on his feet and you know, fighting to get back up to his feet when he needed to get it taken down. But I think, you know, you can only do that for so long.
It's exhausting, too.
Yeah.
Carrying someone else's weight, pressuring into you, trying to work against the cage as well.
There's nothing worse. And I saw some holes in Zane's game in the stand-up.
Yep.
You know, I mean, he dropped his left hand a lot. He got caught a bunch down the middle with those knees.
Yeah, wrestling's all slow and pulling, and striking is all fast and pushing. It can be real tough to make the transition from wrestling to a dangerous striker. Taking the judges a little bit longer than I would have anticipated to get their cards together, but I do not anticipate a split decision here.
Yeah, I think they lost a pen.
Ring announcer Ryan Peterson in the cage. Ryan, tell us the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we now go to the judges' scores. Judge Kevin McDonald scored this bout 29-28. Judge Michael Murtha scored this bout 30-27. And Judge Marcel Varela scored this bout 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Erik Zane!
Erik, hey, before you leave, Erik, before you go, that was an awesome fight. Erik, I know he tagged you a little bit in the first round, but you came back, and it's that high school wrestling, that wrestling spirit, right?
Yeah, man, a little more than tagging me. That shit rocked me.
I'll tell you, you did a really good job taking him down, controlling the fight. You know, you had a few good strikes in there, but training with Mike Dexter, Billy Goff, you know, you grinded out a lot of wrestling. Did you want to wrestle him? Did you want to stand up him? What was the initial game plan?
I didn't know what to expect, so I was prepared to go anywhere. And he fucking flying kicks me in the head. And I was like, ah, shit, maybe I should wrestle.
Well, listen, congratulations. You want to thank anybody?
Yeah, man, I want to thank my team. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. They get me ready. I got my family, some friends from high school in attendance. That shit's fun, man. Thank you for coming out.
All right, let's give him a big round of applause, Mr. Erik Zane. Congratulations, Dexter Valley 2-0.